This is Jakeem Grant. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Tua sets up to pass it. And now he's going to use his legs. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders have recovered.
Vailoa on the keeper. Fumble on the play.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr.
Xavier Howard.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Carr got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. He'll find Richard here underneath.
Carr's pass.
And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua, and that is incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Here's Tua. Flushed out right, and he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now the former Washington Husky, here's Myles Gaskin. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Complete to Jason Witten. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage.
Dolphins.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And it's caught by Parker. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, 59 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
After the turnover, it's Tua. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa, looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath.
Intercepted by the Raiders.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On 1st down, Carr. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. A good rally to the football, keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Shotgun now for Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side.
Carr's pass.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Carr, he'll let this go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, 63 yards. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the #1 thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet. He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once. where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that second touchdown now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now Tua, going to throw deep for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking to get it to Parker again. That'll bring up second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
They'll run now with Gaskin. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Here's Gaskin. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Tua on 4th down, escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
11-yard line.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And his kick is good. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was Matt Breida who had the touchdown run to put an end to it.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down the field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Sanders on for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
And we'll see if they can do it here. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Wide open receiver complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Christian Wilkins in there to bury him for a loss of 11. To try again after the sack. Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
From the gun, Carr. He'll find his running back here, Richard. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So we have reached halftime here in an 11. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Raiders 10. Jason Sanders to kick off.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. At the
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
The tackle made.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down.
Got his connection complete to Ruggs.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Las Vegas, 1st down.
Carr gives to Richard. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Richard, the ball carrier.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Carr. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
So after the sack, Carr in Las Vegas with a 3rd and long.
15.
Now Carr. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion, they'll roll him out right. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. He's going. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion, they'll roll him out right. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. On third and long, it's Tagovailoa. He's got 45.
For a Miami Dolphin.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.